Very warm welcome, and let's start with our discussion that we were having on the previous year question papers on anthropology. I hope that you've gone through the previous videos, that is why you've forwarded to this one. So, yesterday we had covered till marriage, and as I've explained to you earlier also that the syllabus of anthropology it works in a kind of a continuation. It's a kind of a chronology. So after marriage, the unit 2.4 is on family. We've discussed about this, right? So uh, elements like family, household, domestic groups, types of family, impact of urbanization, and everything. Look at the questions that they've asked. In 2016, they asked that discuss the impact of urbanization and feminist movements on family in India. Uh, I since you are studying, you started with this optional, or if you're currently preparing with GS and you're regular with the newspaper, you this kind of a topic is a very general topic because there are so many researches, especially after COVID. There's so much of data available. There's so much of researches being conducted on how the lockdown has impacted life of people in India, the employment pattern and everything. So this topic you can use your technical knowledge also, and the knowledge from your current affairs also. So impact of urbanization and feminist movements, right? Again, they ask the question on fairly direct question on definition of family, examining the universality of the family, right? Again, there is the same question in 2016 and 2013. This actually this topic is one of the favorites for UPSC to ask. Impact of organization and feminist movements. Again, there's a question on feminist movements, the impact on family. Okay, you have to give both. You have to share the whole aspect of it, not just the positive or negative aspect, but you have to give a totality of it, right? These are old questions, but again, this is also an old question. But you if you see this, you get to understand their viewpoint, what they are thinking, what they are actually looking for when asking questions from this particular unit. Industrialization and feminist movement. So they'll ask you this. The next unit is on kinship. So consangual and affinal relations. We've discussed about this types of descent, forms of descent, and all these terms. Look at the question. This question can be directly related to this unit also, and to the anthropological theories also. So I've said that there is an inter play, there is an overlap of topics. So how does Radcliffe Brown and Levi Strauss study kinship? Okay, their study in the terms of social structure. Okay, uh, then there's a direct question on the kinship terminologies, classificatory, descriptive, and you can obviously quote the thinkers also, the researchers also, the theories also, right? The determinants of kinship terminologies. Are you looking at this is also about theories. Chapter is also, this point is also about theories, kinship terminology, bilateral descents, okay, lineage and clan, double descent, again, various types of descent. These are all direct questions. Okay, types of kinship, basis of different principles, right? How kinship influences man's social life. Okay, the salient features of descent and alliance theories. All of these aspects are very direct. If you understand, see, they're directly mentioning descent and alliance, right? Or filiation. And here also they're asking a direct question on kinship group or types of descent. So you understand, there is no, yeah, particularly in these units, there would be no beating around the bush, even in the questions and not even in the answers that you write. Next question is on economic organization. So the meaning, scope, relevance. Okay, we've again spoken about this. The formula substantivity debate. Hunting, gathering, societies, horticulture, agriculture, globalization. All of these things. Pastoralism in India. So this question is from paper two actually, but you will understand even for paper two what kind of question they are asking. Characteristics of hunting and gathering societies from a global perspective. So there are let's say the Kang tribe in Africa, or there are different tribes and their characteristics from the technical point of view that you have studied also. And obviously you would get some kind of a current affair information also, wherein you can quote those examples, right? Principles governing production, distribution, exchange. Okay. The formalist and substantivist debate, again, they've directly asked this question: impact of globalization on tribal economy. So you see, impact of globalization in tribal economy. Over here, there was impact of urbanization on family. Do you understand what kind of viewpoint the subject has? It is actually a dynamic subject with uh, every day there is kind of a change. Every day there would be some kind of a new finding, which you can study and apply. Impacts, the new economic anthropology. What is economic anthropology, right? Then these are old questions, but again, the same thing applies. Formalist substantivist debate, mode of exchange in simple societies. Okay, reciprocity, redistribution, these terms. Okay, market. Next, there's what is Kula ring. So you, when you study theories, you'll come across this also. What was the Kula ring? Why is it related to economic organization? Right? Ceremonial exchanges, different exchanges that happen during different ceremonies, during birth or during marriage, right? Then there is political organization. Okay, so when we covered economic organization, the next thing that comes is the political organization, band, tribe, chiefdom, all of these aspects we discussed: state, okay, power, authority, legitimacy. Look at the question: how does customary law function in tribal societies? Discuss the different sources. Okay, customary law, what are customary laws, right? Different characteristic features of band. So band directly question and suitable example. There would be suitable example. You can quote an example from outside India also. Preferably in paper one, you're required more to give an example of from outside India, because paper two, as it is, has question on India from the Indian perspective. Again, there is a question on social control mechanism. So social control mechanism you would find even in marriage also. Okay, even in family also, incest, taboo, and everything. Those are all social control only, and in political organization also. Okay, then the difference between state and stateless society. So what is a stateless society? What why does a society does not have a state, or prefer not to have a state, right? Uh, then band and tribal society, chiefdom in tribal society. Why are some tribal societies based on chiefdom, and why don't they have an official state, right? I hope you're understanding the pattern of the questions. Okay. The next is on religion. So when we're done with political organization, the next thing that we have, that is, it is actually an order. Ki first this circle is filled up, then the next one comes up, then the next circle fills up, then religion. After economic organization, after political organization, then religion. So the anthropological approach is monotheism, polytheism. We discussed about the sacred, profane, myths, and all these terms like priest, shamam, and all those. So critically examine anthropological approaches to religion, again an overlap. They are directly mentioned here, right? The different traditional forms of religion and magic, totemism. You mentioned totemism here also, right? Direct question. Examine the anthropological approach. Again, they've asked. Okay, same question. Look at this. Language is totally same. Sacred, profane. Durkheim's theory of religion. When you go through anthropological theories, Durkheim's theory of religion will be there. Role of totems. Again, totemism. Again, repetition of. Then difference between religion, magic, and science is a separate topic. When we cover religion, magic, and science, this is a separate topic. Direct question, right? Again, the anthropological approach. See, you see how question is repeating. Why? Because there is nothing new to add in this, right? The approach towards religion will not change, right? Next is on anthropological theories. So I have taken, just two or three questions just to give you an idea. So classical evolutionists like Morgan, like Fraser. So how did Morgan explained evolution of marriage, family, socio-political organization. Okay, how did how do diffusion and evolutionism differ from explanations of cultural change? When you go through this, you will find these terms directly mentioned. The next is on historical particularism by Boas, diffusionism. Okay, so diffusionism is here. They've directly asked what is historical particularism, diffusionism. Okay, uh, cultural area. This is a key term. Then the functional theory, functionalism given by Malinowski. So basic tenets of structural functionism. They've directly asked about this. Okay, structuralism by Levi-Strauss. So how do concept of binary opposite and exchange figure in Levi-Strauss structural analysis of kinship? Right. Culture and personality. The culture and personality school by Margaret Mead and Ruth Benedict. So they have directly given explained Ruth Benedict's pattern of culture in 2017, or discuss the relationship of culture and personality. The whole chapter is on culture and personality. They directly ask the question. The neo-evolutionist school, which is Child and Stewart and all those people. So it says explain the theory of neo-evolutionism, right? Neo-evolution is a repetition, again a repetition. Cultural materialism. So this is one of the favorites in 2019, 2011, to culture. They directly have what is cultural materialism by Marvin Harris. Okay. Then the symbolic and interpretive theories. So in 2019, there was a question critical evaluation or examination of the contributions of Turner and Geets. You will be studying about these, right? Again on Geets, the how does the cockfighting reveal the aspects of Balinese culture? So this was the study done by Geets on cockfighting culture, that cockfighting that is followed there, and why, what does this impact? How does this impact the Balinese culture? So they directly ask this question, right? Emic and etic approach. You, when you read this, you'll understand what is emic, what is etic. Very, this is a very basic term, and once you read this, you won't forget it. It is so basic. Cognitive theories by Tyler. So the difference between emic, again, emic and etic. Okay. Postmodernism in anthropology. So the basic features of postmodernism. What is postmodernism? Or again, the same question being repeated. So you understand. The point is that there is, number one, there is repetition of questions. That is clearly evident. Number two, the questions are direct false also. And number three, they are static also and dynamic also, right? So there would be some example that you would obviously come across in the newspaper. So you make a separate note of it and you read them separately when you're going through that unit, right? And you keep on reading these questions also, so that your mind uh, has this, this is in the back of the mind, that what you have to study, how you have to study, and what kind of questions directly is asked. That is why, that is how you will study, right? So with this we will stop here, because anthropological theories unit 6, we'll cover the next units in the next videos. I hope that you have got some kind of clarity after discussing the syllabus and the previous year questions. We'll be continuing that. And if you have some comments, some advice or some topics that you would want us to cover of anthropology, just put them across in the comment section, so that we can go through that and bring appropriate content over that, right? Thank you so much for your time, and do like and subscribe and share this with your friends who are who are wanting to take anthropology or who are confused about the subject. Thank you so much.